Hi, Kelsey.
Hi, Megan.
So it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. Thank you.
Just another reminder: our session will be another 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I know last time we talked about you having a little bit of stress with the amount of schoolwork you have, and you also mentioned about how you aren't applying to the nursing program until next year, and you were kind of worried about that being a setback. And then you mentioned your relationship with your mom not being as close as you'd like it to. So would you like to continue talking about any of those things or something else?
Well, with school and stuff, and then there's some other, personal stuff, I guess, we can kind of go into, I guess. But school is, the number one thing, I guess. It's stressful with finals, next week. I just feel, really overwhelmed. I have my anat practical, and I have this huge history paper that I need to finish, and it almost seems like this week is going to be more stressful than next week. And so it's just I'm overwhelmed. I don't even, I know I need to get things done, but sometimes it's almost like I lack enthusiasm, I guess, to get started.
The motivation?
Yeah.
Do you feel at all just everything's coming to a close, you're just tired and worn out?
It's just kind of overwhelming, I guess, because I know I need to do all this, but it's I have so much to do that I don't even know where to start. So,
how are you kind of handling that? Do you have a schedule at all, or what's the way that you are taking on your finals, I guess, too?
Well, I guess it's just one thing at a time. My anat practical is Thursday, so I just need to get through that. And I've started on my history paper, I have a topic and I've started a little bit, but, it sounds like a lot, and people are like, oh my god, 7 pages, but it's a lot. I just need to, get it done. And so I feel like that'll be, my Thursday night thing, is just, to get the paper done.
Mm-hmm.
And then, once I get through that, then I guess it's just I have a few finals next week, but they're not cumulative. So that makes me feel a little better, because it's just, more recently with the stuff we've been learning. So, I'm still obviously going to study, but I feel like I don't need to, I guess, not work as hard, but put as much, effort into studying.
You don't have to. Yeah, it sounds like, it's just a lot of stress. There's a lot going on, but it sounds like you kind of have a good plan. You said you have one thing that you're going to do and then a next, and that makes the load a little bit easier for you.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah, just kind of getting one thing done at a time, I guess. Obviously, because I can't do everything at once, and that's what's overwhelming. But, once I do one thing and get it done, that's oh, check it off. That's nice. Don't need to worry about it anymore. And then it's move on to the next thing, Get it done, put a lot of effort into it and whatnot. Then it's done. You turn it in, it's done, check it off, blah, 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 on to the next thing. So,
yeah.
It's just, it's almost like that sense of a checklist where, I like having checklists, or, just lists, because I like crossing things off once it's done. So, that it helps. It's just kind of getting started part, I guess. So
that's a good strength to have. A lot of students are the complete opposite. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But anything else that's
yeah, like I said earlier, I had another thing. I don't know. It's just my boyfriend's been there kind of through it all. He's kind of going through the same thing over at UMD, and so he's supportive in that aspect. But yeah, we're both so stressed lately. It kind of makes our relationship kind of hard.
How does that make you feel? Not both being busy, and it sounds like you're close.
Yeah, yeah, we are, and sometimes it's almost like we're too close, or it's just that he kind of wants to, I guess, move a little faster than I do.
Okay.
So,
yeah. In what sense?
Does he? Well, we've only been together for 10 months, which doesn't seem very long, but it's one of the longer relationships I've ever been in, so it's easy, I guess, to kind of get caught up in everything. But he's been in longer ones before, which is why it kind of throws me off. It's just that, we're both he's almost 20, and I just turned 20, but I still also have so much in my life, and he's looking more into getting married, and soon. So that kind of throws a little wrench into things, because
So it sounds like there's like this kind of conflict. Like you are close with them, but you are kind of like wanting on one hand to focus more on your future, and is that right? Correct.
Yep.
But then on the other, you like want to be with him, or
Yeah,
you
like,
don't want to like hurt his feelings, or is that?
that's right. It seems like because I love him a lot. It's just that I like to kind of know, and at the same time I like to know where my life is going. But I mean, at the same time, I'm only 20.
Yeah.
I have so much time, I guess, to like go through all that like later and like after I finish school. Because right now, as much as I love him, and like school is my number one priority, and it's just, I mean, school is important for him too, obviously. But I don't. It's weird to me why he wants to push like this marriage thing so bad. It's like I enjoy talking about our future and everything. It's nice to kind of have that like sensation of like knowing it's that good feeling of knowing where you're going. But I mean, I don't like to rush into things, especially at this point in my life.
So sounds like you want to focus on your future, but at the same time you want to be with them without
that's
hurting that.
That's exactly it. So
what is
my relationship?
like what is meaningful about your relationship with him? Like what's most meaningful?
Jeez, no one's really ever asked me that before, I guess. Well, like I said, I mean, we tell each other a lot, and like almost everything. There's almost no secrets. There are no secrets between each other. We're just very open in that aspect, and he's very supportive. Like my parents are. I mean, they've been separated for a while, but I mean, they're just going through their divorce now, and he's just like been there by my side through the whole thing, which is very nice. And he's just, I mean, we're honest with each other. Like I said, it's nice to just have that feeling of someone who like cares about you.
Yeah.
And just kind of like having them around.
Sounds like you have this good support system partner with you, and that's really something good and healthy to have.
Which I mean, he talks about like the future and everything, which makes it kind of easier to like see myself with him, because I don't want to completely get rid of the idea of marriage. I just like not to do it right now.
Yeah.
It's one thing to talk about it, but.
So, have you discussed this kind of conflict that you're having with him? Have you talked about how you are a little hesitant? You want to focus more on your future right now?
I haven't actually. It's just this is one of the things I'm having trouble bringing up, because it means so much to him, and I want it to mean something to me, and it does, but I don't want to like hurt his feelings in telling him that I want to wait to go through with it or anything. So that's hard, because I mean, I don't know how to bring it up without like making him mad or making him upset or like hurting his feelings.
Yeah.
So, and I definitely don't want to like ruin our relationship by saying this.
So how do you feel about like the idea of telling him you'd feel like guilt, a sense of guilt almost? Is that right?
Kind of, because I mean, it's not like I'm stringing him along or anything. It's not like I'm going along with it.
It sounds like
I definitely do, and I don't want to seem like I said, I'm stringing him along to the point where like I never want to get married, because like I mean I do want to get married. It's just finding the right time to like bring it up. So, I'm working on it. I mean, he hasn't really brought it up more recently, but it'll probably come up soon. So
that's good. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a good idea to, like you said, you're typically honest. So I think that would be a good idea.
I think so.
Bring that up.
It's something I'm working on. So.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you guys are still. He would be understanding from what it sounds like. You guys talk about everything, and he's very supportive. So I hope that all works out for you Well, it looks like we've kind of come to the end of our session.
Okay.
We talked about, your finals, but mainly now we kind of focus more on your relationship
Mhm.
with your boyfriend, and how you have this discrepancy of whether or not you should talk to him, but
Don't want to hurt his
focusing your future and then that.
Yeah.
Good. Well, if you'd like to talk more, feel free to come in again.
Okay. Definitely. Thank you.